Welcome to Championship Circle. I'm your host, Cordell Bowser, and I'll be bringing you all the hottest trending topics of the sports world. Hope y'all enjoying the NFL playoffs like I am. I'm just sitting back chilling, watching all the action, the upsets, like from last week with the Titans being New England. Who seen that coming? I did. But again, this weekend, we had another upset. But to get to it, the Saturday games, we had two Saturday games. We had the Vikings versus the 49ers. And we had the Titans versus the Baltimore Ravens. So the Vikings and 49ers, man. 49ers, what can I say? It was a murder scene for the 49ers defense. They was all over Kirk Cousins in that Vikings offense. 49ers had three key players coming back. D Ford, linebacker Kawan Alexander, and safety Jakarski Tart. The 49ers defense played like they've been playing at the beginning of the season. Lights out. The two quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins and Jimmy Garoppolo, weren't in a factor in this game. But the 49ers run game, they led the way. They put the ball on the ground second half and wore the Vikings D down. 49ers rushed for 186 yards to the Vikings 21. 21 yards. I mean, 49ers defense put the clamps on Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, one of the best running backs in the league this year, was held to only 18 yards. 18 yards. And when I said 49ers defense stayed in the backfield, all five of my front line first round picks, D Ford, Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner, and Solomon Thomas all had a sack. Nick Bosa had two on him, matter of fact. But it was a manslaughter, man. Like, they took advantage on 49er defense. They raped Minnesota offense. That's all I can say about it. The only touchdown that the 49ers gave up was early first quarter. Stephen Diggs smoked a Keller Weatherspoon for a 41-yard touchdown. But after that, we benched Witherspoon, which we should have anyway. Put Mosley in. After that, nothing from the Minnesota offense. Nothing else. But I kind of figured with our key players coming back, the 49ers key players coming back, I kind of figured that my defense would ball out. But I ain't think they were going to shut them down like that. Like, championship defense at its best. That's what I seen from the 49ers. Cousins sacked 6 times. And he threw for 172 yards, 1 touchdown. And Richard Sherman, old Ump, had an interception. Jimmy Garoppolo threw for 131 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Like I said, the quarterbacks really wasn't a factor. It was the 49ers run game that led the way. The next game, the Titans versus the Ravens. This one right here was another shocker, like the Titans versus the Patriots. I didn't see this one coming. Titans, they the Cinderella team of the NFL right now. I didn't see that one coming. But they faced the number 1 seed Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, everybody had Baltimore moving on. Titans the underdogs. But same way Tennessee played the Patriots, they brought that same momentum to Baltimore, and they played them the same way. Tennessee came into the playoffs the number 6 seed. Number 6 seed. Now they're playing in the divisional round. So, MVP candidate Lamar Jackson against his Titan defense. And by surprise, the Titans defense contained them. They contained them. I'm going to go and tell you, I think when the 49ers played Baltimore, we set the blueprint. We set the blueprint to stopping Lamar Jackson. Because that next game, Buffalo, they contained them. Now, it's like the NFL got film on Lamar Jackson, so it's kind of a rollover effect. So Tennessee defense, they played legit against Lamar Jackson. Titans know they was the underdog in this game. Nobody gave them a chance to do it. But they put the ball in the hands of their Russian title champ, Derrick Henry. Big bulldozer. Derrick Henry powered his way through that Ravens defense by himself. Derrick Henry had 195 rushing yards. 195 rushing yards, man. He almost had 200 yards in a playoff game. Big back. Speed. He was hitting them holes like he was a small elite back. But Derrick Henry carried that team. Even had a jump pass touchdown. Ran a wildcat formation. And he threw a jump shot. Looked like he was shooting a free throw from the 2-yard line. Jump shot touchdown pass to Corey Davis. But I think the Ravens, to me, like I've been saying, the Ravens been acting cocky, man. Like, they already were claiming the Super Bowl. Earl Thomas talking about whoever they play in the Super Bowl in trouble. Mark Ingram in every post interview, he flexing. Big trust. That's what he yelling out. Lamar Jackson already talking about playing in Super Bowl. I mean, to me, man, the Ravens just got cocky, man. And they seen this 6 seed Tennessee coming in, and they thought they were going to take advantage of them. But Tennessee punched them in the mouth. Yeah, that's what they did. They punched Baltimore in the mouth. Baltimore defense knew that Derrick Henry was getting the ball. Stacked the box. 8 players. Stacked the box, waiting for the run. Derrick Henry still busting through the line, getting 5-6 yards of carry. Busting through the line, breaking free. But Derrick Henry, for all y'all old heads out there that remember, if you remember the Kool-Aid Man on the commercial, how the Kool-Aid Man bust through the wall with the red Kool-Aid jug, that's what Derrick Henry looked like against Baltimore, busting through that line. But yeah, man, they slowed Lamar Jackson down. He made him frustrated. He threw 2 interceptions against that Titans D. Had a fumble. They was all over him. Tannehill won a factor. I mean, he did have 2 touchdowns, but he ain't throw but for 88 yards. But they ain't need him because Derrick Henry was a one-man army. So, the Cinderella team, they move on to the championship game. They beat the Ravens 28-12. Yeah, 28-12. That was the score. Shocker. But, like I said, they'll move on, playing the championship game against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Titans one game away from the Super Bowl. The Tennessee Titans are one game away from the Super Bowl. That's crazy. But, I guess you got to say, that's what the playoffs all about, man. Like, everybody get caught up in this regular season records, MVPs on the team, who got the most hype in the regular season. But in the playoffs, it's back 0-0. Win or go home. And it's about who finished the strongest in the playoffs. And right now, the Tennessee Titans are actually making a name for themselves because Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill, both of them free agents. So, this little playoff run they got going on right now, they making money for themselves. What I mean by that? Derrick Henry won the rushing title this year. Derrick Henry single-handedly got the Titans to the championship game. So, what you think that Derrick Henry gonna be worth after this season over with, in the offseason? You got to give him that Zeke contract. Got to give him a Ezekiel Elliott contract. I mean, he worth it. Tannehill, I can't say pay him like a big elite quarterback, but he gonna work out some numbers. He gonna get a good deal. He ain't gonna get no, I don't say no 30, 35 mil. Nah, he ain't gonna get nothing like that. But Tennessee gonna make him a nice little offer that he can't refuse. So he ain't going nowhere. But all in all, Saturday games with 49ers and the Vikings, Titans, and the Ravens. It was must-see TV, I must say. Had some shocking moments. That's what the playoffs supposed to be about, man. Entertaining the audience. But I'm just glad my 49ers, man, they in the championship game again. We've been in a drought for about 6-7 years now. So it's time, man, that we go on for this quest for 6. One game away. With the defense we got, I'm going to go and claim that we going to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to let y'all know who we're going to be playing in the championship game. And I'm going to tell y'all what team on Sunday that I think was overrated to be in this playoffs right here. Y'all might think that every team deserve to make the playoffs, but it's one team that played Sunday that I think they were overrated a little bit. I think that, yeah, they was alright. They were good, but they were kind of hyped up as the season went along. But I'll let you know all of that after this commercial break. Be right back. Welcome back. Now I'm going to get into these Sunday games. The first one, the Texans versus the Chiefs. This was a wild one. When I said this is one of the craziest games I done witnessed in the playoffs, I can't make it up. If somebody would have told me that the Houston Texans was up 24-0 against the Chiefs, I wouldn't even believe it. But then that same person came back and said the Texans lost 51-31, I still wouldn't have believed them. It was just one of those unbelievable games, man. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like it. It was like the Chiefs started out real slow and sloppy, and the Texans were clicking on offense, like on all cylinders. Offense and special teams that first half. They had a quick touchdown from Watson to Kenny Stills. Then right after that, they blocked the punt. That was returned by Texans Lonnie Johnson. Then, a little bit after that, they added another quick touchdown from Watson to the tight end Fails. Then they added a field goal probably a little bit later in the second quarter. They kicked the field goal. Put them up 24-0 in the first half. 24-0. It's crazy. And the way they were scoring, it was like quick miscues from the Kansas City Chiefs. Drop passes, third down, wide receiver open, drop the pass, punt the ball. But the crazy thing about this game, and it won't even the 24 straight points that Houston put up, after halftime, it seemed like the Kansas City Chiefs, it was like a sleeping beast. Like they just woke up like Undertaker on wrestling when he rise up. The Chiefs woke up with vengeance. They came back and put up, listen when I tell y'all this, 41 unanswered points. 41. Kansas City hung 41 unanswered points on the Houston Texans. They should be ashamed of themselves in a playoff game to be up 24-0 and let another team come back and score 41 straight points. They should be ashamed of themselves, man. But like I was saying, when I said a team that I think that was overhyped to me. Like, they should have been in the playoff. I'll tell you that back. They should have been in the playoff, but they were kind of overhyped. Was the Houston Texans. Like, for some reason, Houston, one of them teams, is like, will they ever get over the hump? Will they ever get over the hump? And this, like, self-destruction that they did against the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, this going to always hang over their head. Always. So, like I said, man, like the record show ain't no team has overcame a 21-point or more deficit at the end of the first quarter to win a regular season or playoff game in the last 8 years. 8 years, man. It's crazy. But Watson looked like the better quarterback the first half. He did. Watson ended up throwing for 388 yards, 2 touchdowns, had a rushing touchdown. Like, Deshaun Watson was balling first half. But, like I said, Kansas City Chiefs, That crowd got into it, and Pat Mahomes stole the show. Pat Mahomes came through, second half, 5 touchdowns. Yeah. Like Shannon be saying, Pat Mahomes boy. Shannon Sharp called him Pat Mahomes boy. Came through, 5 touchdowns in the second half. Crazy, man. Like, that was a historic comeback for the Chiefs. Like, I don't think you're going to see that. I don't think you're going to see that in a while, man. 41 points, man. Comeback. That's crazy. Deshaun Watson, he a good quarterback, man. But I had this conversation with one of my podcast brothers, Keith. Shout out to Keith. His Exanity. His podcast. Y'all go check it out. But we were talking about Deshaun Watson. He was saying, you know what I'm saying, rank Deshaun Watson up there with, you know what I'm saying, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson. But I said I can't put him up there yet. Can't put him up there with the elite yet. Because for some reason, he ain't went over that hump yet. He ain't got over that hump yet. And Sunday playoff game against the Chiefs really showed that he still needs to upgrade his game a little bit before he can be called elite. But he is a good quarterback, though. So maybe he'll come back next year, find out, you know what I'm saying, what he need to work on in the offseason, and come back better than he was. 41 points, man, that's crazy. Like, everybody's in fault of that. Coaches, defense, offense, quarterback, run. The whole team is in fault. Can't even point the finger at one person. That's just shameful right there, man. But Kansas City Chiefs move on to the championship game to play Derrick Henry and the Titans. Big game. I think they're going to be a good one right there. During the week, I'll come back, let y'all know my picks, who I feel got the advantage later on during the week. Second game, Sunday, Seahawks and Packers. I knew this was going to be a good game. Packers and Lambeau, cold, freezing. But I knew it was going to be a good game. Packers started out strong. Went up 21-3. Yeah, they went up 21-3. Had them at halftime, 21-3. But like always, you can't count out Lil Russ. Russell Wilson always come through. Can't never count him out. He made some big plays in the second half. Brought the team back. The Seahawks scored twice in the third quarter, narrowing the lead to 5. But Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers, they were too much for Seattle defense, man. Adams had a big first down catch on third down with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter with the Packers up 5. Davante Adams was killing this game, man. He had 8 catches for 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I think your playmaker, your number one receiver, that's what he's supposed to do in big games. He came through. Davante Adams, they were missing him throughout the year. But that's Aaron Rodgers' go-to man. Jimmy Graham made a big play for a first down. Aaron Rodgers, man, he going to always be Aaron Rodgers. Can't count him out. Russell Wilson, he threw for 277 yards, 1 touchdown. But it wasn't enough. Aaron Rodgers had 243 yards, 2 touchdowns. But Packers won in a good game at Lambeau, 28-23. And now they look to go on the road to face the San Francisco 49ers in the championship game. Yeah, my 49ers play the Packers. Titans play the Chiefs Sunday. Game starts Sunday. Think the AFC games come on at 3:05 and the NFC games come on at 6:40. I'm going to be tuned in, man. Last time we played Green Bay, we smashed them. And we ain't even had Kawan and D Ford. We ain't even had them that game. But we going to have them this game. So, I ain't going to say we're going to do it again to the Packers, but I think my defense going to be all in Aaron Rodgers' face all game. But I'm going to be tuned in. Hope y'all tune in too for the championship games. But y'all know another championship game going to be going on today. LSU, Clemson, Tiger versus Tiger. So I'm going to give y'all a little my pick on who I think will win. Clemson, I really ain't want to see Clemson again in championship game, Clemson or Alabama. But guess Clemson, the best team again. Defense, they got a good defense. Great defense. But I just don't buy into Trevor Lawrence. I just don't buy into him. Sunshine. Sunshine from Remember the Titans. That's what he looked like. But, I just don't buy into Trevor Lawrence, man. I don't trust him. So, Joe Burrow, I think, number one pick of the draft. He's an NFL pro-ready quarterback. And I think he's going to beat that Clemson defense. Him and his offense. He got some good receivers. Jefferson, he NFL ready. Got, LSU offense, real good. And I think they score fast. They got a passing attack and they can run the ball. And their defense ain't that bad. They start picking it up like mid-season toward the end. Their defense start picking it up. So I'm going to go with LSU 28, Clemson 17. Think it's going to be a good game. I'm going to be tuned in. Hope y'all tune in too. But I think it's going to be a good game, man. Can't wait to see it tonight. I hope that they give us an entertaining matchup. Cause I be hating blowouts, man. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I hate a blowout game. I love a good nose-to-nose tight football game. Or any game, any sport. I love a tight game, man. So I hope the day championship game be a good one, man. But I can say this weekend, it been good with sports. Well, last weekend was good with sports. Hope we get this weekend the same with the championship games for the NFL. I love a good sports weekend, man. My Dallas Mavericks lost to the Lakers Friday. Yeah, I think we missing Porzingis. When Porzingis get back, I think we'll get back on track. But Luka, he holding it down for us. He got a little frustrated against the Lakers, ripped the jersey up and stuff. But he's still young. He ain't number 20 years old. But, yeah, man. Been a good sports weekend. But I keep y'all updated. I keep y'all hip with all the sports trends. But until next time, Championship Circle, Cordell Bowser, I'm out.